Please give us a brief introduction.
Sir, my name is Ashis. I am from Nayagarh district, block Khandapada, and I have completed my mechanical engineering in 2018. Before that, I have done my tool engineering from CTTC, Central Tool Room and Training Center. After that, I completed 2 years research in L&T in Research and Development Electrical Department, and I completed my plus 2 from Kid Science College and 10th from Baluga High School, Baluga. So, as per my hobbies, cooking and jogging are my hobbies.
Okay. So, tell me something about your schooling. Which school you passed your 10th from?
So, Baluga High School, Baluga, Chilka.
Right. And you did your engineering in which stream?
So, first I did my engineering in tool engineering, and then I did my mechanical engineering from BPUT.
Okay. So, mechanical engineering you have done, and you didn't take that. What are your optionals?
So, geography and sociology are my optionals.
So you didn't take mechanical engineering?
No, sir.
Why?
Sir, in 2 years service, I got to know, sir, it kind of a monotonous job if I choose in my future. And second things, I got contacted to with a NGO in Maharashtra, where I posted in 2015, Snehalaya. There I got to work, there some work of orphanage.
Okay.
Then I realized that why can't we start a social service in Odisha.
Okay. So are you related to any NGOs?
Yes, sir, Snehalaya.
Now also you are related?
Yes, sir.
You have started something in Odisha?
No, sir, in Maharashtra.
Maharashtra?
Yes.
Still you are related, I mean you are working for them?
No, sir, I am not working still now, but I am contacted with him.
You have the contact?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you have taken optionals, sociology
And geography.
Okay. Sociology and geography. Why these two options? Or many other options were also there?
Sir, before choosing an optional, I started reading all the optionals like Power, Home Science and Geography, History. Then I got to know that these two options are very easy for me to understand and write an answers easily. So I choose these options.
That is the reason you
Yes, sir.
choose option. So tell me something about what do you mean by social mobility, and you can give me an example of that?
Social mobility means, sir, if a person of low caste is changing its caste from the higher caste, lower caste to higher caste, we can say is the social mobility. And there are variety of social mobility: caste mobility, intergenerational mobility, generational mobility. So we can take the example of Narendra Modi. Narendra Modi, from a tea seller to the Prime Minister of India. Here is the intergenerational mobility.
Okay. So what is the difference between vertical and horizontal mobility?
So vertical mobility means we are going to the upper stage, and suppose a person of scheduled caste through the Sanskritization process is changing its status caste from scheduled caste to general caste. It's vertical mobility. And horizontal mobility means mobility in its sphere. Suppose a mechanical engineer in Mumbai is changing his jobs to Calcutta in promotion. It is called horizontal mobility.
Okay. So from a perspective of a normal person who does not know the technicalities of let's say sociology,
Yes, sir.
tell me what are the reasons for the pressure on the institution of marriage in India, according to you? Why the rates of divorce etc. are going up? Okay. And if possible, you can propose some solutions for it.
Sir, according to me, sir, marriage in Indian society is a social structure. It's like we are all social animals, so we get marriage. we get into the marriage, and we think marriage is a sacred thing in our society. And come to the divorce part, sir, I think there are three functional importance in divorce. First is reduce of religious aspects. Second is the financial status of both the man and woman, and third thing is the, sir, unemployment, which are causing more divorce in India.
Unemployment.
Yes, sir.
How unemployment is related to divorce?
So suppose two persons are living in a metro cities, and the husband loses the job, then it creates a pressure, economical pressure on both the husband and wife, and they could not able to take their rent and daily livings. So this kind of things can take into divorce.
Okay. So in geography, you must have studied about the Rostra's stages of growth.
Yes, sir.
Tell me something about it.
Sir, Rosta is of the opinion that, sir, every developed countries are not developed at a constant stage. They have been passing through 5 stages to come to the developed stage. You can take the example of sir, USA. In 19th century, it was in stage 4, and in 21st century it's come to a developed one. So there are 5 stages of Rosto's model, starting from primitive stage. Second is the precondition for takeoff. Third is the takeoff. Fourth is the I forget the fourth one. And fifth one is the consumerism culture.
Okay. And how can we, prevent this happening?
Which one, sir?
We're talking about Rosto's stage of development.
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. So, if you want to fit India, India is in which stage now?
So India is in takeoff stage, third stage.
Takeoff stage.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, tell me something about the various theories of migration that you know.
Sir, there are 3 theories of migration. Migration of overtly, theories of migration, overtly, then Jelinski, theory of migration Jelinski, and transitional theory of sorry, I forgot the third one.
Ravenstein?
Sir, Ravenstein, the theories of migration, Ravenstein.
Okay.
The theories.
Then you have also studied Lee's theory?
Ebertley. So I told Ebertley. Theories of Ebertley.
Okay. So can you tell me some basic concepts of Ravenstein's theory?
So Ravenstein is of the opinion that the male person are very eager to migrate than the woman, and the distance decay effect he told about. The larger the distance, the migration people will less tend to migrate. Then yes, through migration big cities grows.
Okay. So suppose you are in charge of selecting important bureaucrat for important position.
Yes, sir.
He will be in charge of making new hospitals, big hospitals in tribal areas. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And 2 candidates are there. One candidate is extremely efficient but not honest, and candidate B is extremely honest but he is inefficient. So whom will you choose and why? One is honest but inefficient, one is efficient but dishonest.
Sir, I will choose the honest one.
Why?
Sir, through the training process we can make him to inefficient to efficient, but an honest person can create some noise, create some disturbance in the system, which is inherent in its character, which I can't change, I think so. But an honest person of inefficient, we can change him into efficient through the training process.
Okay. So recently you must have heard about the Amazon forest fires.
Yes, sir.
Tell me why Amazon is important for the sustenance of life on this planet,
Sir,
and why everyone is blaming the president of Brazil for this.
Sir, I believe, sir, Amazon contains the most important tropical forest in Earth. Second point, you can say, sir, the 20% oxygen what we have in our Earth, it directly comes from the Amazon forest. Third, sir, more than 2 lakhs aborigines tribals are residing in Amazon. Third, sir, Amazon forest is called the lungs of Earth. Sir, that is why the Amazon is very important for the Earth. Coming to the Amazon forest fire recent now, and sir, the President Bolsonaro in his campaigning period promised that if he would come in future, he will lead the farmers and ranchers to deforest the Amazon, so that they can easily set up their industries and farmlands. So these are the main reasons. And this year, sir, Germany and France stopped their funding to the Brazil for their afforestation, which was previously going on in Brazil. So these are the two main points.
Why did they stop funding?
Sir, I read it somewhere that Bolsonaro is not accompanied with, or he has not incompatible with the capitalist countries like US, France and Germany. And due to that, G7 countries had supported $20 million for the Brazil, and he refused.
Okay. So why is there so much discussion about the current state of Indian economy, and what steps the government has taken to correct the situation?
Sir, first thing I can say, sir, Indian economy is going through the slowdown process. We cannot say that it is a recession, but it's slowed down because recently we got the report that GDP reduced to 5%, and we are still following the fiscal deficit policy of 3.1%. And the main reason I can say, sir, the 2008 demonetization policy, then GST, then sir NPA crisis, the globalization effect of Brexit, then Greece crisis, sir, then recent US and China trade crisis are the main important points which can relate to Indian economic slowdown.
What steps the government has taken?
Sir, the steps recently, sir, our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman has taken to fast to sir. Yes, sir. The first point is that government is ready to recapitalize the PSBs. Amount is 70,000 crores, and recently government has taken the merging of the banks, 4 important banks, 27 banks to 12 PSBs. Third is the recapitalization of ILFC, then reduction of surcharge. Removal of surcharge from the FPIs. These are the points, sir. Main points.
So that will be the end of the interview.
Thank you, sir.